moon just entered the sign of Virgo today, Tuesday, October 10th. Let's talk about it. So the moon is in a conjunction with Lilith. This is the ability to connect to your shame and embarrassment. And it's also going to be conjuncting Venus. So with it conjuncting Venus, this is the ability to connect to relaxation, connect to pleasure, the ability to relax. Also, this is the ability to connect and react and respond to your values, the things that you value. And they're all in the sign of Virgo. So during these next 2 days, we're going to be hustling. We're going to be on our shit. The moon is going to oppose Saturn. So our emotional state is blocking us from being able to be responsible, or I should say tend to our responsibilities, right? And what we're responsible for, with it being in Pisces, would be like our mental health, the bigger picture, right? The overall end goal. Right now, we're focused on the details. We're focused on what we need to do right now, like what's right in front of us that we need to be working on, like with our hands, like tangibly. So we're not really going to be focused on the bigger picture, or we're not really going to be like in the drawing board trying to plan shit out. Like we're doing, not planning during these next 2 days. Which isn't really a bad thing. This is not a bad opposition because there really isn't nothing to plan. Like I'm not dreaming anymore, bitch. I'm ready to go. The moon is going to come into a trine with Jupiter. With the moon trining Jupiter, this is the gift of expansion, the gift of being able to connect and react and respond to your spirituality, your spiritual journey. That's great. So this is giving the energy of, being on our hustle pertaining to our growth and where we're at in our spiritual journey. Really doing the inner work that we need to do to advance in our spiritual journey. It's also going to trine Uranus, so this is the gift of being unique, being original, being yourself. It's also the gift of doing things in a new way, especially when it comes to your spiritual journey. It's a gift, so the universe is just giving us like a new way of going about our stability and our safety within, our spirituality, within our journey, within our hustle, within our mission. It's giving us, it's pretty much like, especially with the new moon in Libra coming up, like, and the new moon is on the south node of letting go. So this is a new moon of like kind of clearing the space for newness to come in. So I feel like this gift from the universe is like helping us to do that pretty much. And it's helping us by giving us new and original ways of going about our spiritual journey. This is like pretty much like being reaching a new height within your journey. Like you're reaching a new spiritual space in your spirituality, and it's like a fresh start within your journey. And so like with it being in Virgo, I feel like the hustle would just be like cleaning out whatever needs to be like cleaned out to like make space for like this new place we're at in our spirituality. It's also analyzing what needs to go, and analyzing what values that we don't need to be valuing anymore. What values, what pleasures have we been indulging in that we don't need to indulge anymore, because it's going to hold us back from advancing in our spiritual path, or it's going to hold us back from experiencing something new and original and different, or becoming something new and original and different. The moon is going to sextile Mars, and I like this. This is the opportunity to be motivated, the opportunity to react and respond to your intentions, and the opportunity to react and respond to, these partnerships and these relationships that we're in, right? It's being motivated to connect with other people, to compromise with other people that is necessary to compromise with, right? That we feel safe compromising with. We sense it's a good judgment call, because the moon is also still making a trine aspect to the north node, as it's still in the early degrees of Virgo. So making that trine aspect is a gift from the universe. We're able to sense, like we could feel when we're out of alignment with our destiny and when we're in alignment with our destiny. So with the sextile to Mars, it's the opportunity to connect with partnerships and connect with people and compromise with people who we sense is in alignment with where we're going. The moon is going to come into opposition with Neptune. I really like this opposition. Okay, this is our emotional state blocking us from la la land, pretty much. Like, we feel like being down to earth. We feel like doing things with our hands. We feel like analyzing and constructing things. And we feel like working, right? We do not feel like being in la la land all day, daydreaming, being in our minds, indulging in things that don't really make sense. Like, this is a great opposition. The moon is also going to come into a trine with Pluto. I like this. This is the gift of transformation, okay? This is pretty much the universe, like, pushing us off the cliff and being like, transform, okay? It's a gift from the universe, so that means it's being given to us. We don't really have a choice in this, but it's a transformation of business, of status. And if you are working on the things that you need to work on and you're trusting your sensor with the trine it's making to the north node, if you're trusting that sensor, right, and you're trusting like your gut, your intuition, like, okay, I'm in alignment, and you're staying in alignment, then by the time the moon comes into a trine with Pluto, which is going to be around tomorrow, by the time that happens, the transformation is going to be a beautiful one. It's going to be a transformation that and enhances you and moves you forward in your spiritual path and in your destiny. So stay in alignment.